Hi, this is Trey Passer, and I'm going to do review. This is my third Blu Ray DVD update, and I'm going to review 17 movies. So I'm going to go through them sort of fast so we don't get bogged down. Okay, so this video is not forever. Okay, so let's go. First movie is Lost in Space. Okay, William Hurt, Gary Oldman, Matt LeBlanc, Mimi Rogers, Heather Graham. Okay, this movie is a remake of the Irwin Allen, 60s TV show Lost in Space, and this is a remake. This kind of bombed at the box office, but I liked it. I liked Matt LeBlanc in this movie, and I liked the story, which was about basically a father ignoring his son. And there's a part to this movie at the end, towards the end of the movie, that really gets to me about the father and son dynamic. You'll know when you see it if you want to rent it. I don't want to tell you about it or buy it, but you'll see. Like I said, I bought it in Best Buy. Again, this is one of those movies, $7.99. You can't go wrong. Okay. The next movie is Hitman. Okay, starring Timothy Olyphant, who I love as an actor. It's based on a video game, and I like the action in it, and the violence. I didn't never play the game, so I don't know, can't stand the concept. And of course, this didn't do too well at the box office, so we didn't do a sequel. But I like this movie, and this is the 2-disc version, so you can put a digital copy on your iPod or your mobile device. So that's good. The next movie is called The Uninvited. Okay, this is a horror movie. Okay, I heard about it, but I never saw it. And it stars Emily Browning, who was in Sucker Punch, and Elizabeth Banks as the evil stepmother, and Ariel Cabell, she's the other sister in this movie, and it's supposed to have a surprise ending in this. It's a horror movie, and like I said, I love horror movies, so I haven't seen it, so I want to watch that, and I'll let you know later how it goes. Now, the next movie is Jarhead, starring Jake Gyllenhaal. I think I pronounced his name right. Okay, Jake Gyllenhaal. Okay, and Jamie Foxx. Okay, and this movie is basically about the Marines, about one recruit who joins up the Marines to fight in the Gulf War, and it's basically about their adventures. It's told through the point of view of the Marines themselves, and I like this movie. It's sort of like almost had a documentary type of feel to it, and I loved it. So that's why I got it. Blu-ray, like I said, Best Buy, $9.99. Can't go wrong. And this next movie, Cloverfield, is one of my favorites, produced by J.J. Abrams, the creator of Alias and Lost, and director of the new Star Trek. Basically about a monster terrorizing Lower Manhattan, and I love the way it was filmed. Through that point of view of someone being actually involved in the mayhem. And it's supposedly, if you look closely, it says new secrets revealed. And I think on the back of it, it tells you it's part of the special features. I guess it has extra features that you're supposed to look at. Okay, that's good. The next one is Minority Report with Tom Cruise, directed by Steven Spielberg. Okay, and also Colin Farrell's in this movie, I believe. And I love this movie, based on a short story by Philip K. Dick, great science fiction writer. And I love the concept of this movie, and great special effects, and a great story, great action in it. It's Tom Cruise, so you can't go wrong. Like I said, Best Buy, $9.99. Okay, the next movie is one of my personal favorites. Came out, last year. Inception, by Christopher Nolan, of course, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Tom Hardy, Michael Caine, who else? Ellen Page, Marion Coulter. Just a great concept for a movie. Okay, and if you look at the cover real closely, see how it changes? So just like the Inception, the dream is real. That's what it says right there, and then you flip it, you see the upside down city. I love that. This is the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the digital copy. And special features, there's a picture of Leonardo with Christopher Nolan. And this just proves, again, Christopher Nolan is one of the greatest filmmakers ever. Because this movie is just pure genius. I loved it. Okay. Now, the next movie was a movie that kind of got panned, actually, when it came out. But somehow I enjoyed it. It's a guilty pleasure for me. The Leave of the Extraordinary Gentleman, starring Sean Connery. It did get panned. I mean, and I admit that the story isn't so great, and I don't think it's coherent enough, but I loved it. Okay, so, and it's Sean Connery, and any movie with Sean Connery is worth renting to me. Okay, and I enjoyed it. And like I said, $7.99. You can't go wrong. Okay. The next movie is called Disturbia with Shia LaBeouf, okay, Sarah Ronan, and David Morse as the creepy neighbor next door. It's sort of a modern, weird rear window type of movie, and I haven't seen this yet. And I'm going to actually look at this today, and I'm looking forward to seeing it because, like I said, I like Shia LaBeouf, and this is a good action movie. You know, it's supposed to be a good suspenseful movie, so like Rear Window, which is one of my all-time favorite classic movies. So I'll give this a peek today. Okay, the next movie is Mr. and Mrs. Smith, a movie that ended Brad Pitt's marriage, basically. You can call it that, to Jennifer Aniston. But talking about the movie itself, the chemistry between Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie is just off the charts to me. Okay, and Vince Vaughn is in this also. He's hilarious as usual. And like I said, the chemistry between these two is just, you can see it on the screen. And I guess that's what happened in real life. And I do feel for Jennifer Aniston, you know. But I guess the heart wants what it wants. But anyway, other than that, this movie has great action, great humor, great black comedy in it, and it's worth seeing. And like I said, $9.99. Can't go wrong. The next movie is Ronin with Robert De Niro, Jean Reno, and Sean Black. Not Sean Black, excuse me. Sean Bean, excuse me. I remember seeing this movie years ago, and it's about an action, about they're supposed to, I think the concept of it was they were supposed to steal this, they got this team together, this super team together, and they're supposed to steal a top secret briefcase, okay, for a lot of money, and then things are double crossed and switched back and forth there. But it's supposed to be real good. I'm going to watch it again because I haven't seen it in a while, but I love Robert De Niro, so, and Jean Reno, it's a professional, so, hey, you can't beat that. Okay? Next movie is Robocop, okay? A classic movie from the 80s, 1987. Peter Weller, Nancy Allen, Kurtwood Smith, and Miguel Ferrero. I'll buy that for $1. Remember that line? And I love RoboCop. You know, stop or there will be trouble. Okay. This great concept about a police officer who, in the future, who gets killed. You know, gets basically blasted, not get killed. He gets blasted, and he gets remade as a part machine, part man. Okay, and it's great. And I think Peter Weller is great as RoboCop. And this is a great action movie, and Kurtwood Smith, who played Red on that 70s show, is absolutely evil in this movie, and you'll love it. And like I said, they made 3 RoboCops, and to me, I mean, like this one and the third one. The second one, not so much. And they also had a TV show about this, which I actually loved. And if this comes on DVD, I think I'll get it, because I love the TV show. Okay? Now, the next movie is Indecent Proposal. Okay? Robert Redford, Demi Moore, and Woody Harrelson. Basically a story about a young couple who's struggling, who go to Vegas, and they meet a billionaire who offers them $1 million to sleep with their wife. With Woody Harrelson gets offered $1 million, you know, to sleep with Robert Redford for $1 million, no questions asked. Of course, this movie, whole concept to me is crazy. I could never go through with that. And this movie it shows the toll it takes on one's marriage. And what I love about, 2 things I love about this movie, particularly Woody Harrelson's portrayal in this movie. This movie proved to me that he could act. Up until that point, I only thought of him as Woody from Cheers, the goofy young guy from Cheers. And he acted his ass off in this movie. And also, I love the scene towards the end of the movie. I think the music and just the whole acting in that scene between Demi Moore and Woody Harrelson is just, it takes your breath away. And for that reason alone, that's why I got this movie. Okay, I hate the concept of the movie, the $1 million to sleep with someone that you love, no questions asked. Because just like this character in this movie, I would constantly think about it. I couldn't get it all out of my mind, so I would turn that down. As greedy as I am, I would turn that down. The next movie is Interview with a Vampire. Okay, great movie. Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Kristen Dunst, Antonio Banderas, Stephen Ray, and Christian Slater. This is based on the Anne Rice novels. I never read the Anne Rice novels, so I have no point of reference for this, but I love the story, and I love Kristen Dunst in this movie. To me, is just off the charts, incredible in this movie. And Brad Pitt was great, and Tom Cruise is great. I know he got a lot of flack at the time for, they said he wasn't what the character of Lestat was supposed to be, as described in the book, but I love the way he acted in the movie. So this is a favorite. Like I said, $9.99. You can't beat that. Okay, and this movie is Taxi Driver. Okay, Rob De Niro. It's a classic from the 70s. See that hard, firm cover? Okay, let's open this up. You see the Blu-ray there. Okay, Harvey Keitel there. Rob De Niro there. Peter Boyle there. Up there, Rob De Niro preparing to a battle. And then you open up even further, you can see a nice shot of director Martin Scorsese and Rob De Niro and a taxi. And it's, like I said, it's nice and firm and solid. And if you turn to the back, it has a bunch of special features. If you look there, some special features on there. Okay, and also, if you open up the slip cover there, you'll see Sybil Shepherd, she's right there. I didn't take the slip cover off yet. And Rob De Niro, and a young Jodie Foster, right there. And Rob De Niro sitting in a taxi. Okay, there you go. And the next two movies are sort of classic movies that came out this year that I got. I got this early. X-Men First Class, James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Rose Byrne, January Jones, and Kevin Bacon. I love this movie about the early days of Professor X and Professor X and Magneto. This is a great movie. I think it's directed and written excellently in it. And I also hope they make a sequel to this, because this movie was just great. Special effects, the acting, everything. Especially Michael Fassbender, to me, is just a revelation in this movie. And look at the back cover. There he is, with the helmet on. Okay, and Kevin Bacon was deliciously evil. Okay, so I love this movie. And then the last movie is another movie that came out this year, Thor. Okay, this is the 2-disc version, Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. Okay, starring Chris Hemsworth, Anthony Hopkins, Natalie Portman, and Tom Hiddleston as Loki. And I love this movie when it came out. And like I said, perfectly set. I think Chris Hemsworth was great as Thor. That was spot on casting. And I love the way I love the action in the movie, especially the beginning part where this is the back. Excuse me, let me just show you that real quick. And they show him fighting, where they go they fight the frost giants, and I think the whole sequence there was just fantastic. And of course, Thor gets banished to Earth, of course, as in the story. And I love the fight at the end with him and Loki, and I love the way they set this up for the Avengers movie that's coming out next year. Okay, and this is a great movie. So those are my pickups, my 17 pickups, I believe. That's 17. So that's it for now. Hey, as usual, let me know what you think of my picks. Okay, feel free to leave comments below. Okay, you can leave a video response, or please rate the video and let me know if you've seen any of the movies that I picked. And just let me know what your general thoughts are, okay? Just Trade Passer again, signing off, saying take care, till next time.